Well, what's going on, you guys? It's your girl, Ask Ashlee here with another dope episode of Midday Juice. Hi, happy Tuesday. We are talking about sex today, and I know that y'all like that. I know y'all get off on that. Y'all get real excited when we start talking about the oochie coochie and the bumping and the grinding. But happy Tuesday. I hope those of you that had the opportunity to check out last night's show enjoyed it. If not, go ahead and follow me at Ask Ashlee everywhere on social media. So then that way you will be notified once Monday Night Juice goes live. But today we are getting into Midday Juice. So those of you that are here, please go ahead and share the video, like the video, comment as much as possible. Let me know that you are here hanging with me on this happy Tuesday. Shout out to the good company. Y'all see this? Shout out to the good company. Shout out. Sean, he should want to watch. Ooh, that's the freaking me coming out. He got issues. Ooh, Sean is getting into it. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. Again, those of you that are watching, please go ahead, share the video, like the video, comment as much as possible. As always, huge shout out to Nathan Ivy and Sin Digital Media for partnering with Ask Ashlee and Midday Juice just to bring you this broadcast. Y'all don't judge my nail color selection. I am a volleyball coach, and these are my team colors, and I promised my girls that I would do a little bit of spirit wear today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this email, because sis says she's a freak. She said, I'm a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. Hey, Tracy, what's going on, girl? Make sure y'all share the video. Drop your names. Let me know you here. And then share the video. Okay, Tracy, Sean, the other 16, 15 of you that I see, go ahead and share the video. All right, let's get straight up into it. Dear Ask Ashlee, I am very much in love with the man that I have been dating for the last 3 years. He is literally my best friend. We do just about everything together. I love his kids, and he loves my son. We make an amazing team, and I really do want to spend the rest of my life with him. So what's the problem, you ask? He does not, in any way, shape, or form, curb my sexual appetite. I am the nastiest of all nasties, okay? You said this is a judgment-free zone, right? Yes, girl, it's a judgment-free zone. I like rough, passionate, nasty, kinky, adventurous sex, and he likes missionary or from the back the end sex, and it is driving me crazy. 2 days ago, he caught me masturbating, and this prompted the conversation about his lack thereof, or possibly my need for too much, because he was so upset. Seeing me this way made him feel like he isn't enough, and I don't ever want him to feel like that. I love him. I want to be with him. And I also want my back broke and my legs not to work every once in a while. Am I wrong? Hell no, you ain't wrong. Absolutely not. You're not wrong. Silly goose. Who would convince you that you're wrong? Brenda, Deborah, Lee, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for taking the time to join us today with Midday Juice. I want to know your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Give me your expertise in this area. Okay, so let's start here. Kelly, what's going on? Hey, good morning or good afternoon. So look, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, you are not wrong. And hopefully he's not trying to convince you that you're wrong. His issue with seeing you masturbate is a little disturbing, because I think that masturbation is very healthy. Too much masturbation may be something else, but just regular masturbation, I think it's perfectly fine. So let's for a second just start there. Sean says, damn, he don't like glazed donuts. Lee says, time for me to hit the road. If I can't ring your bell, you'll get it rung by someone else. And okay, so we're going to touch on that. And as always, you guys know you can call in to 513-873-7134 and let me know your thoughts personally online. But one, no, ma'am, you are not wrong. Having a very intense and high sexual appetite could come from other STEM things that happened to you in your childhood, or it just could be who you are. Okay, I'm not going to put outside forces and other issues on you, right? But I think that a conversation should have taken place well before he caught you masturbating. I think a conversation should have taken place well before you realized that you was not going to get your back broke out, and that you realized that you were not going to be sexually pleased on a regular basis. Tracy said never too much. No, I don't think it is ever too much. But I'm going to strongly encourage And I know y'all probably tired of hearing me say therapy. But I'm telling you, like, therapy is everything. And I don't know, those of you who are watching, or even Shorty who emailed in, have you read the book, the Love Languages by Gary Chapman? And I know I've touched on this before, but I asked this question, and I really wish, I'm going to make sure I come back in this video and put the link for the quiz, because I've taken the quiz for the 5 love languages to discover what it is that my love language is. Now, I was very surprised to learn that my love language had changed over time. And my love language now, crazy, is at about a 40% when it comes to physical touch. So if your love language is physical touch, intimacy, sex, kissing, cuddling, canoodling, those kinds of things where it's a lot of physical action that needs to take place, then this is just normal for you. And he needs to figure out a way to curb that appetite and to be able to appease you. Let me see. Says, I'm not sure about this one. I kind of feel like they should try to work it out or split. Tracy says, some men don't know because some women don't know what will make them orgasm. And this is a real thing too. You know, a lot of women don't know their bodies. I have a friend who's never had an orgasm, and I feel so bad for her. I'm just like, you poor baby. You've never experienced the explosion. It's just wonderful. Like, I feel so bad that you've never experienced it. And let me just say this. Kudos to people who try to go about this the old traditional way. We try to go about dating and relationships without involving sex in it at all. I do want to ask this question. How important is sex to you when in a relationship? Like, we got a lot of little butt buddies out here, you know, our little tap it and quit it, you know what I mean? Our little friends that we have every now and then. But how important is it to you to have sex in your relationship? Because it's extremely important to me. It's very important to me. As a matter of fact, I think I start to freak out and act like a brat when I'm not having intercourse. Like, I'm just being very honest. Sean, if the peenie, I don't know, Sean. Continue that statement. But yeah, so I want to know, how important is it? And I really, really want us to get out of the habit of treating sex like it's just this horrible, negative, nasty, trifling kind of a situation, because it's really not. Hey, Chrissy, what's going on, baby? But yeah, sex it's beautiful. It's just, you have to be responsible with it. But sex is beautiful. Like, you just need to get to a space where you know your body, you know your mate's body. You're not doing it with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Susie, Sally, and Sammy that comes along, or Tom, Dick, Susie, Sally, and Sammy, like whoever it is that comes along. Like, you just have to get to this space where you understand what your body needs and what you got going on with the other person. And I feel like a lot of faking has been done on this end when it comes to the situation that Shorty is in right now, because there's no way that after 3 years y'all been having sex and now you're going crazy. Like, especially if you have such a strong sexual appetite now, I would have been going crazy after 3 months. What is happening? Why am I walking straight still? Why is this still occurring? Like, these are the things you got to start thinking about. Kia says, make or break the relationship. Donita says, hey, y'all, what did I miss? Girl, you missed the fact that she ain't getting her back broken. Her legs work on a regular basis, and she don't want that. That's what you missed. Tracy said, the intimacy is not just sex. Work on that, and you can have great sex. Sex is a great stress reducer. It really is. But I want to touch on what Tracy just said. So we got sex and we got intimacy. 2 totally different things. If you have very strong intimacy, then you can have a great sexual experience. But I do want you to be very open and very honest about what that is and what that looks like for you. All right, we got my boy Fame on the line. Fame, happy Tuesday. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, hi, happy Tuesday.
Oh, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. It's Michael Snackson. Pleasure to meet you here. Hey, first of all, that lady needs to leave. or dude needs to leave. Because if she's doing that, saying she's not satisfied, it's just a matter of time before she cheats. And then you have real problems.
You don't think that they could work that out from communication and trying different things?
No, not it done got to this, no. Not it done came to all this. He caught her doing that, and it's just an all bad situation. They're just not meant for each other. You know what I mean? And they're going to have to go through too much sacrifice to make a relationship work.
What kind of sacrifices, though? I mean, I think that if you have an open and honest conversation,
I think he's going to have to swallow his pride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's going to have to swallow his pride and realize he doesn't naturally satisfy her.
And now he needs to learn how.
Pride, I didn't hear you say that again.
I said, and I think now he needs to learn how. You don't think it's worth that?
Probably not. It don't sound like it. I mean, because if the lady's seeking advice from a talk show, I mean, let's be honest. She's pretty much at wit's end. She couldn't even keep it in the house.
Fair enough.
If she wanted to work it out like that, she would have done that. And wouldn't have wrote you.
Fair enough.
Is where I'm at with it. Okay. And, as far as sex, I'm in my mid-40s, so sex is not important at all to me. It's liable to be teenagers walking around the house. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a limited time window we can get it in. So, I'd rather just have somebody who just
is okay with just not having sex
at this point.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mental stimulant. I don't need any other stimulants. I mean, it's just going to be what it's going to be. And we'll get it in when we can. But as far as that relationship, it's dead. They need to go ahead and move on. But that's all I got, man. Always a pleasure to speak to you, and I'll holler at you soon.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I definitely hear what he is saying. I just think that sometimes we put ourselves in situations and we do too much and we stay for the wrong reasons. And then sometimes I just feel like we give up too easily. And if your only issue is the sex is a problem, then I feel like the bigger issue is that you have not communicated this enough. Or not even enough, but that you have not communicated this effectively. You know what I mean? That's why I said right before he called, I feel like it's a lot of faking that's been going on. And ladies, let's be real. We can moan and groan and we can do a whole lot of hoopla and be like, oh, Lord, child, oh, goodness gracious, it's so good. And really not get off at all. Let me see some of these comments. Terry says you have to make time. Chrissy says maybe she just has to talk to him about it, but he isn't willing to try anything. Crystal says, get him off the line. Good day, sir. Tracy says you have to make time for sex. And I do think that you have to make time for sex. But I also think that you have to be open to trying new things. You know what I mean? If his favorite style is missionary and from the back, then you have to let him know, no, take my leg and bend it over me. Let's try it like this. You know what I mean? Or maybe when it's time to climax, she wants, she says she's nasty. She says she's very nasty. So maybe that looks like the climax should happen on a different body part instead of just in a towel or something. I don't know, because I don't know. I'm not there. But I definitely think that a real conversation needs to take place. And then if you get to a point where you've had the conversation, you've been open and honest, he's not willing to try, then maybe you have to call it quits. Maybe he is just meant to be your friend. But I definitely don't think that you should be willing to throw away a seemingly perfect situation when it's only one thing that seems to be wrong. I think that you should hold on to what it is that you have. Because I'm telling you right now, baby, I'm not saying settle. I'm never going to tell you to settle. Okay? So don't even think that that's what I'm trying to get at. What I am saying is I think that we're adults, and adults should be able to have real conversations and be able to, sacrifice for each other, I guess. And I don't even really feel like it's a sacrifice. I feel like this is a learning moment. I feel like this is a learning experience. And I feel like you can make it as fun as you want it to. You know what I mean? Especially if you're nasty. Maybe you can bring a nasty out of him. Maybe he's never even experienced nasty. Maybe he's just been with one girl his whole life and that was her favorite positions and that's all he knows how to do. And maybe you can just be the one to teach him something. Danita says, as your relationship matures, intimacy and sex should evolve as well. I've been with my husband since I was 18 years old. I'm now 45. And let me tell you, what I thought back then was my head pop off now because we know each other, baby. Chrissy says, BDSM nasty. And if that's what she's into, then baby, that's what she's into. Like, learn your woman and learn your man. And let me just say this. Because this is your man, and y'all 3 years in, and you're heading down the road of marriage, and it's a beautiful thing, and you guys are so in love, and I'm very happy about it. You have the opportunity here to create something that it is that you want without anybody else's opinion, because this is y'all bedroom, right? I don't know if you're inviting other people into your bedroom, honey. If he's not even knocking it out the ballpark, I'm sure he's not really capable of being able to handle y'all both at the same time. So I'm not suggesting that either, but I'm just saying you have the space right here to create whatever it is that you want when it comes to being nasty with him. You just have to teach him, and he has to be willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? Him catching you masturbating, he probably had no idea. He might have not even known that this was something that you were really even into. Like you probably just threw him for a loop. Hell, you've been faking for 3 years. Like, he probably is like, what is going on? What's happening? Like, you just got to be real, got to be honest. Like, I'm so tired of us getting ourselves in situations where we are not 100 with each other, or we are not vulnerable enough to be the real version of ourselves. We talked about this last night on Monday Night Juice. Stop getting in situations trying to be this one particular person, and then 3 years down the line, you want to be your real, authentic self, and then this person don't know you. You cannot continue to do that. You cannot continue to operate like that. You got to be your real, authentic, nasty, if that's what it is that you are, self when you walk through the door. Chrissy says his feelings just hurt. Suck it up, buttercup. Miss Drea says love will make you tell the truth. Just be upfront. Tracy says communication is key, and introduce some toys. Yes. Introduce some toys. Now, toys are hit or miss, okay? Toys are hit or miss, but again, this is something that you guys can have fun with. You both just have to be willing to try. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are having sex 2 to 3 times out of the week, maybe you try his time the first time, the second time, maybe he gets really nasty with you. And then the third time, maybe you guys find a happy medium. But I will suggest, and I will say this, in the event that you have thoughts of stepping out or doing anything outside of your relationship, then you probably should go, because you ain't got the patience no more, and you just been faking it, and you've been wasting your time and his time, and it's time to go. But if you really, really, really want this to work, like really, really, really want this to work, I don't understand why having a conversation and trying foreplay and trying for fun and trying different things together as a couple should not be your first go-to. It should not be the first thing that comes to mind for you. Donnie says masturbation doesn't always equal unfulfilled. If you don't know what you like, how can you tell him what you like? And this is very true. This is very, very true. Do you know how many women do not know their bodies, don't know what gets them sexually engaged? How many women don't know that they like their their nipples stimulated, or that they don't know that, they like their earlobes sucked on? Like, there are so many things, men and women, really. There have been plenty of men who have been in sexual encounters who, as soon as they got that, what's that little spot underneath there, kind of like licked on or something like that, that they freak out because they're like, oh no, that's gay. It's really not, though. It's really not. I'm just getting you together and I'm teaching you something new. But there are plenty of people who don't know what their sexual needs are. And it's difficult for them to express those sexual needs when they don't know. And then they have partners who don't fulfill them because they don't even know themselves. So I definitely agree with you on that, Nita. Chrissy says, like I always say, the representative was tired of being hidden. That's why he is just now finding out how nasty she is. Sean says, being nasty locked me down, going on 25 years of marriage. Amen. Donita says, if I'm giving a man my body, there shouldn't be anything we can't talk about. That part. This is not an embarrassment kind of a situation. I'm so tired of people making sex seem like it's just this nasty, just little taboo thing. We can't talk about that. We should stay away from that. Like sex is religion and politics, because it's not. It's not. It's just not. So, have those conversations. Anita, I'm with you. If I'm giving you my body, we're talking about everything. We're talking about everything. And I mean everything. You got exposed to every nook and cranny? Yes, baby, we're talking about everything. So this should not be a situation where you are feeling some type of way, not a situation where you are scared to have a conversation. Be honest with him, be real with him. Chris says, baby oil, plastic, waterbed. This is a fun night. Ooh. See, I haven't had the waterbed experience yet. It's a lot of moving though, a lot of sinking into, and I don't know if I would like the waterbed experience, but I'm definitely going to have to call my honey and see if that's something he might want to try. Anywho, thanks for that, Chris. It's one I haven't done yet. It's something I haven't done yet. And now I am kind of wondering what that's like. So yeah, but again, if you're giving this man your body and y'all been in a relationship for 3 years and y'all are in love, y'all do everything together, everything is peaches and cream, it's sweet, and it's great, like you said it is, then you should be able to have this conversation and you should be able to try new things sexually. And in the event that you try these things sexually and it doesn't work out and you're still having problems and you're still unsatisfied and you're not fulfilled, then you might need to go. But if you go, take into consideration what you are leaving and what you are going into, because you could get into a relationship with somebody who is dicking you down, breaking your back, making sure you don't walk properly ever again, and treat you like shit. Silk sheets are fun, but silk sheets get on my nerves because then, when we finish, it's like, because, putting in work, right? Let's be real, Tracy, we putting in work. So you got the silk sheet sticking to you, you know what I'm saying? Then the bed thing keep coming up. Then you got to roll over and do that. So silk sheets is fun for a second, but when it's time to go to sleep right afterwards, because I want to go to sleep right afterwards because I need to lay down because I put in a lot of work. When it's time for all of that, like then it's a lot. It's a lot. Michael McCray say old school waterbed. Well, child, I'm going to have to try the waterbed because that's not one that I'm privy to. So I'll go ahead and put that out there. But sis, I hope the situation works out. I really do. I would hate to meet somebody who seems like the man of my dreams and it's not good. That would really suck. And I would be doing the same thing that you would be doing, although I would have had this conversation a long time ago. Because I'm not keeping my mouth shut about anything that does not make me happy anymore. And maybe you need to get to that space. Maybe you need to think about why you have been sitting back for so long and holding in something that's so detrimental to your soul. You know what I'm saying? So important to you to not even have this conversation. Like it's been 3 years. And I'll give it to you because I had somebody bring this up before and they asked a question. They said, why has it been 3 years since y'all had this conversation? Some people really do still just wait and don't have sex. But then I feel like you get into situations like this. And then some people feel like we've gotten to know each other so well. We're so in tune. We are so aligned that I know the sex is going to be great and it's not going to be a problem. Tracy says, Ashlee, I sell bedroom candy. And this conversation is one I have with all my customers. Know your body first. You see? If you watching this, you need to hit up Tracy because maybe she can get you some things. Tracy, go ahead and put your link down, baby. Go ahead and plug because maybe you got some things that can help them, the both of them. I don't know. But I really, really, really hope you get to a space where you can have this conversation with him and you guys can try new things because I love and I don't want anybody to have to leave such a beautiful situation just because of sex. I'm not saying that sex is not important because sex is very, very important. But I do think that if two people are open-minded enough, then sex can be something that turns very beautiful and can continue to stimulate other areas of your relationship, especially if he's stimulating your mind already, your intellect. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to tune into Midday Juice. I want you to email me at oneaskashley@gmail.com in the event that you have a situation that you would like to discuss. Maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe you want your back broke out and that's not happening for you. You know, I think I'm going to start up a matchmaker spot. Maybe I'm going to start doing matchmaking. Who wants their back broke? Who's single and wants their back broke? Maybe I'll do that. Tracy says, yes, I have for both. Okay, there you go. There you go. Sean says, Donita Thomas, exactly. Yes. So I'm just saying, go ahead and email me at oneaskshley@gmail.com. And then make sure you guys are checking out Monday Night Juice. That is back, season 5. I'm super excited. Every Monday at 7 p.m. And then we are here every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. with a little bit of grit, a little bit of juice, a little bit of nasty. Because on Midday Juice, I guess we talk nasty. And that's perfectly fine because nasty is adult-like behavior sometimes. Just depends on how nasty you want to be. I love you guys, and I will see you on Thursday at 1 o'clock. Bye.